The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's March 21st, 5:32, and we got a massive dump of snow again yesterday. Steph?
Yeah, what is with this snow? Has March not traditionally been the sunny month, the month of melting, of making you feel good about spring?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. I remember walking home around noon or so yesterday, and I was hanging out for a little bit, and I was getting ready to head to the gym about an hour later. I didn't want to go to the gym over the noon hour, so I was like, all right, 1 o'clock, I'll head over. And then so I got up to start my car, and I looked out the window, and my curtains were closed, so I pushed aside the curtain. Whiteout. It was a totally different world from like 40 minutes earlier when I walked home from work.
Yeah, did you end up going to the gym?
Oh.
Did you crawl back into bed as a typical Shawn would do?
I was very proud of myself. I went to the gym. Old Shawn would have crawled back into bed, grabbed another blanket, rolled around until I was a burrito, and then stayed there till 7 and then made some dinner.
Wow. Well, I'm proud to meet you, new Shawn. Welcome to the world.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it was. I don't know if I'll do it again, but I did it yesterday.
In this job, we get to ask people a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fun to get to know their lives a little bit and to understand more about them. But last night, I had the Pathfinders as part of Girl Guides come and tour the station. Mm-hmm. And we had a little question and answer period. And I was the one being asked the questions.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty scary, Shawn.
For what?
Well, they were asking me nothing that I didn't know the answer to, but I felt my voice getting a little shaky.
Oh, my.
And I stayed up all night thinking of ways that I could have better answered their questions.
Oh, my. They were peppering you.
They got me. And even on my drive home, I turned the music down so I could hear myself think, and I spoke out loud what I should have said alone in my truck all the way to Gregoire. I was like, well, Shawn and I, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, that would have been so good. Why didn't I say that? Should I type that out to their leaders so they can share it with them later?
I think you might have to hold an emergency meeting today and just be like, listen, ladies, I have the real answers for you now. I thought long and hard about this.
Well, I feel like I understand now kind of people saying, can we have the questions beforehand? Can we know beforehand what you're going to ask so I can prepare a little better? Because I just felt so unprepared. And it was crazy. Like, they were just asking me, about being a woman in media. What's that like? Well, I mean, I'm a woman in media every day. I should know the answer, but did I answer it as I would have in my truck by myself? Absolutely not.
Yeah, you're like the Ron Burgundy on the newscast. You just need the teleprompter in front of you to tell you what to say. And you're like, I just say the words, okay? I don't think of them. I just say them.
Hey, Shawn, I saw that your hometown nearly got a rebrand this weekend.
Nearly? No, they did. They officially did. Regina, Saskatchewan. Grew up there. Lovely place. Hilarious place. And they rebranded their official tourism and
rolled it out on Friday, but by Sunday night they were rolling it back.
That's right. So it was official for a little bit. Okay, and for a little backstory before we hop into it, there was this video, Experience Regina is what it was called, and it was a parody, and it went viral a decade or so ago, and now it's just been a running joke. And so here's a little bit of it.
Regina, experience Regina. Regina, experience Regina.
And yeah, so it's that for 2 minutes, essentially. There's a verse or two in there, which I don't understand how you make a verse to that, but who knows? And so the official tourism brand, who has rebranded numerous times, it's just wild how many times they've rebranded, but they thought rolling this out as their official slogan and then having every innuendo attached to it was a great idea for an official brand.
Yeah, I saw one thing that said their new slogan was "Show us your Regina."
Yep.
I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and
There's no question what you mean there.
Yeah, it's like, use our hashtag, show us your Regina, hashtag CYQR. YQR is the airport. And it's just like, maybe something different would have been better there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have some woman in your like test group or something. I don't know, something along those lines. And then another one, there's always the running joke of like the city that rhymes with fun. And they were throwing that slogan on t-shirts. They're throwing it on all of their merch. And everyone's just like, whoa, let's step back a little bit here.
I feel like a, tongue-in-cheek craft brewery could have put that on a t-shirt.
It is.
People would have laughed. People would have bought it. Maybe even a radio station, but a tourism.
I literally have a sweater from a craft brewery in Regina, and it has a rainbow on the back, and it has the brewery's logo, and it also says Experience Regina on there. It is absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorite sweaters. It's a brewery, that type of thing. But so they've removed all content off the internet. They've deleted everything. They've issued about 17 apologies, and I think they're going to need a rebrand for the rebrand here.
Yeah. Do you remember the Mars One mission? It was
not off the top of my head.
It was like applications that you would agree to get a one-way ticket to Mars and go and live there for the rest of your days.
A one-way ticket?
A one-way ticket.
No, I don't remember this. Holy crap.
So it was this Dutch man named Bas Lansdorp who had created it. And I met a lady who was like in kind of the final stages of being chosen to get to go on this Mars One mission.
Wow.
To get the one-way ticket.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking she was absolutely out of her mind because that was just the last thing in the world that I would ever want. I'm not a space nut or anything like that, but all the power to her.
Yeah.
And she said that they were going to train each person. One person was going to have to be like a doctor of all things.
Okay.
And like somebody else was going to have to be an engineer and a botanist so that they could grow their food. And then they were looking for different types of people as well, like young people who might fall in love and consider having the first baby on Mars and things like that. And I met this woman in 2015. The mission was supposed to happen this year. That's why I'm talking about it.
Oh, damn. Okay. 2015 is not too long ago either.
No, like what, 7-8 years?
Yeah.
So it's 2023. And she was kind of like, yeah, they're going to keep sending people every 2 years. We're going to have more and more people in our colony. It's going to be awesome. And I was like, oh, dear, this sounds awful. And apparently, the reason why we haven't heard anything about it for so long and you don't remember what Mars One is, is because it ran out of money in 2016.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
that checks out.
7 years before they were even supposed to send their first 4 people to live out the rest of their days there. They like, how terrifying would it be to get halfway to Mars and be like, sorry, we don't have any money. We gave you a one-way ticket, but now we've got nothing to support you. Have a good time in space.
No kidding. It's like they started a Kickstarter and they're just like, all right, we're raising funds to send people here. And then like halfway through, everyone realized like, I don't know if we should be funding this or like if your funder should be funding this. Is like, so it wasn't a for sure thing is what it sounds like.
I don't know. She sounded very sure about it, but I think she didn't talk to the bankers first.
That's right. They didn't find a spaceship, first of all. They didn't know how they were getting there. I've turned into something I never thought I would be yesterday, Steph, and it was a monumental change.
A monumental change? Well, what was it?
Yeah, you can just call me a hardo now, a gym hardo. It was, I came home from work and it was just snowstorming and it was a whiteout out there. And I was like, you know what I should do right now? I should go to the gym.
And you did.
I did. I drove all the way down to McDonald Island Park, through the whiteout, through the wilderness, instead of rolling up in my blankets, and I went to the gym.
I am very proud of you. However, I do want to cite that just last week we were talking about you checking out the gym for the first time. And I'm not sure if after only going out in the snowstorm once to get to the gym, you can call yourself a gym hardo or just like maybe this is a one-off.
Well, I think the fact that I didn't just crawl into bed and went and drove through the storm is hardo status.
I don't know. I think it's also like
'Cause I think like if starting up last week, and then it would just be really easy to just not go because I haven't made it a routine yet.
I know, but I also think it's like brand new routine part of life where you're like, I just got this gym membership and I need to use it and make sure it's good. So it's kind of like this is the start of something and I'm impressed with you, but also like, circumstances are allowing you to be this gym hardo.
Wow.
If in 3 months there's a snowstorm, God forbid a snowstorm happens in June, and you go to the gym, then I think you can have a gym hardo.
All this hating over here on my hardo status, unbelievable.
Can't we call you something else?
I'm sure I'm gonna have to start coming in with protein shakes and,
Don't you
and
dare.
muscle shirts and just start ripping shirts and everything just to prove that I'm a hardo.
If you become a gym bro, Shawn, I don't know if this friendship can continue.
All right.
I had my second tour in less than a week of the radio station last night. And last week I got to tour my Girl Guides around, and then last night I got to tour some Pathfinders who are just a bit older than Girl Guides.
Oh, you're adding another slash to your title.
Tour guide?
Yeah, tour guide. You're now a tour guide of the station.
Well, we got to voice some commercials together, and I reached out to our sister station in Regina and asked them for some scripts that weren't related to here, and they sent some over. And it was fun seeing the girls break off into different groups and voice the same thing but so differently.
It's a little like theater.
Yeah.
You play a character.
Here's how they did it with this character, which is George and Martha from Dennis the Menace.
George, what's the matter? Dennis got in my garage again. He spilled paint all over the floor. Whoa!
Hey, Mr. Wilson.
Dennis got into my garage again. He spilled paint all over the floor. Whoa!
Dennis got into my garage again. He spilt paint all over the floor. Whoa.
Very nice. I like them. We should air some of those.
We just did.
Have them in rotation.
I like that some of them really like almost fell off a ladder when they slipped on the paint, and the other person's like, whoa, that was close. Almost lost my balance there.
Yeah.
And then this other one is of some kids voicing a different commercial, and they saw that McDonald's was out the window, so they added their own little flair to it.
Oh, I love that. The creativity.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There it is.
We love having fun.
But sometimes our parents don't know what activities and programs we'll like.
I'll tell you a secret.
We don't know either.
We don't know either.
We don't know either.
Indecisive kids never know what they like.
Yeah.
Thanks for visiting us. And if you want to volunteer, Girl Guides is a great place to do it.
Steph, can I get a go mob go?
Go Mob Go!
Go Mob Go. It's Game 7 tonight. The Fort McMurray Oil Barons, they're down in Sherwood Park. We are on the road, and it's literally do or die right here.
So what are they, tied for 3-3?
Yes, correct. It's a best-of-7 series. We've both each won 3 games, and I think we got the grittiness to do it tonight. That's my opinion.
I hope so. It's so scary. They're going to be on Sherwood Park's home ice.
Yeah.
With all those home cheerers.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. We are actually doing pretty well down in Sherwood Park. During this 7-game series, so how it goes, Steph, is first 2 games, because Sherwood Park was rated higher than us during the regular season. First 2 games of the series in Sherwood Park. Next 2 games in Fort McMurray. And then after that, we just rotate 1 and 1.
Okay.
And so we've had 3 games down in Sherwood Park already. We've won 2, and we've only lost 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got this.
See, so, I mean, it's trending in the right direction right here. Now, it was a very close loss last game. A lot of questionable penalties, okay? The referee, let's just hope we don't have the same one. I'll just say that. We lost the game 4-2. It was just like a packed crowd. The official number is 1,510 people were at Centerfire Place. What was that? Sunday night.
That's a lot of folks.
And so that's absolutely incredible. I wonder if we're going to have some, I guarantee it actually. It's Game 7. I know it. I guarantee we're going to have some people go down, and we're going to bring the mob fashion down to Sherwood Park in their arena down there, and hopefully we can cheer on the boys to the next round of the playoffs.
Yeah, hopefully a whole bus load goes and can sit in a section and just be like, loud enough that they can hear them.
Bring the noisemakers. Either way you look at it, the mob, they are crushing it right now in the playoffs, and hopefully Game 7 tonight, we wake up tomorrow just celebrating like crazy.
Woo-hoo! I have learned a new word, Shawn.
All right.
Mega moon.
A mega moon.
A mega moon.
Can I put an A in front of it, or just mega moon?
You could say a mega moon.
A mega
sure.
moon? Big moon. Big moon. That's the obvious one. It's never the obvious one, though.
It is not ever the obvious one.
It is never the obvious one. So that's the one that I just obviously threw, but I know it's not going to be that one. What about like Sailor Moon? Was this like the Boss Man and Sailor Moon, Mega Moon?
Mega Moon. Da, 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 da.
Venus and Mars.
No, it's not that.
No. Mega Moon. Is this a treat? Is this a food item?
It is not a food item.
I'm out of guesses.
Those crescent moons are delicious. I'd love for a bigger one than that. Let's
Level up your lexicon.
A mega moon is a honeymoon, but bigger.
Okay.
So they say big budget weddings pre-pandemic. Now, smaller wedding, more quaint. Use that money on a mega moon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm digging it.
And basically they're saying like, it's so that you can say yes to all the things on your honeymoon of luxury. So yes to a hot air balloon ride, yes to the dessert and the appetizer at the dinner, just yes to everything and no to like very fancy weddings that take all of your money for your guests to enjoy. Just you go and enjoy your money.
I dig that. I'm all about myself and taking care of myself. Sign me up if I ever get married. I think someone who listens to our show is deliberately trolling us now, Steph.
Why?
So we always talk about like different ways people are trying to scam us and this, that, and the other through Instagram. They try this through text. They try this. Well, I think it was a week or two, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. You mentioned someone asked like to be your sugar mama or something.
Yes, they said nothing weird. They just wanted companionship, and they would give me $4,600 a month if I would agree to let them be my sugar mama.
So someone reached out to me on Snapchat, which I like never use. I rarely use Snapchat. And they reached out and they're like, hi, will you be my sugar baby? I'm going to give you $500 twice a week. No bank information required, smiley face.
Yeah, they definitely did, because you said, why don't you send that sugar mama my way? Because you were hoping for the $4,600 a month. This person's only giving you $500?
Yeah, so I said I like that. I followed through with it. I was like, please, give me my money. I'll be your sugar baby. And then they're like, all I need for my sugar baby is that you spoil me, you text me, and just to have conversations with me. And I was like, I got you. That sounds great. And then they're like, where are you from and how old are you? Ooh. And then I was like, I'm 23 from Minnesota.
Wow, what an interesting choice. Okay.
And then this was Cynthia. She's from Ohio, and she's 35.
Wow. I pictured her to be a bit older as a sugar mama.
Same. Me too. And then I was like, so when are you giving me $500? Like, when does the first $500 happen? And she's like, I need you to deposit a check from yourself into the bank app. I was like, no, you said no bank information required. Give me my $500.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having this conversation. This counts for $500, right?
Yeah, and then that's when the conversation stopped. So I couldn't get $500 out of her. But I swear it's someone who's trolling us, because they have to be listening and then they're just coming up with new ways to interact, like different apps, texting, Instagram, now Snapchat. I'm sure Twitter or Facebook's going to be next.
Yeah, you know what? I will gladly chat with you without any question of sugar mama. Like, if you want to message, text us and we will gladly have a conversation, and you won't even have to pay us.
Maybe they'll hit up the station line soon. Just text the station line, 780-791-1037. Starbucks came out with a great marketing plan over on their mobile app, and a lot of people probably fell for it, but not a scholar like myself over here, Steph.
Scholar like yourself. What did you not fall for, Shawn?
Okay, it's a free bakery item, which is fantastic. Absolutely, we'll dig that up. I'll eat that right away. But the marketing plan was this. Today's the day. Enjoy a free bakery coupon this weekend when you order a handcrafted drink, grande or larger, in the app today. So order now, get later.
So when you said, I'll eat that coupon up right away, you don't get to eat it right away. You have to wait till the weekend.
What the heck? It's a great marketing plan, because I almost did. I almost fell for it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I will order a drink today. But then I think their thought process is a lot of people are going to order this drink so they get a free item, but how many are going to follow through on the weekend and actually get that free item?
Totally. That's what happens. I used to work at a restaurant, and we had gift cards in December that you would get an extra $30 bonus gift card that you could use in January. Well, the count was like, hopefully you do come in and use it in January so we get people in our seats, but also hopefully you don't so that we don't have to give you that $30 bonus gift card that expires on January 31st.
Yeah, and then the double-sided part of this is like, who's going to go into Starbucks and just get one free Danish, you know? Mm-hmm. No, you're going to order another drink when you get there.
Yeah, you cannot have a Danish without a coffee. It's just unheard of.
Yeah, and then they put this in front of you with a drink and a croissant. So now when I go and order, I didn't end up doing it, but if I was to order a coffee yesterday so I could get the free croissant or Danish or whatever it is, I would want to order one right then and there. It's double-sided.
Very, very smart people in the back end there. I'm very surprised that you didn't fall for it, Shawn. Not saying you're not smart, just saying that it was very tricky promo and you passed the test.
Yeah, I'm a scholar over here, so I didn't fall for it. Although now today I just want to order. I don't want to get I'm probably going to order a croissant and a drink and not get the deal at all.
Yeah, and now you're not going to get the free end because you didn't act fast enough for the weekend thing.
Ugh.
Well, it has been a ton of fun, but it's time for us to get out of here.
Yeah, hopefully the sprinkling of snow that we've seen this morning just stays true to a sprinkling of snow. And also, go Mob Go.
Woo woo! Could be their last game tonight, but that's not the way we're talking about it. It's their best of seventh game they're winning.
I'm leaving it to the sports gal over here. You said it perfectly over there. It's do or die, game 7. They're down in Sherwood Park. Let's go, Mom.
All right, go back to the weather. Hopefully this is the last time it snows this year.
Say hi to your dogs, Russ.
Hope it's looking on the bright side.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.